Right. So he starts to mess around with it. And he says, probably going to take me about an hour, I'm afraid. Is that okay?
Do what you got to do.
Okay, thank you.
Where's Kia, you guys?
Well, we can peek out the window and see if anything's on fire.
I ain't going near any windows.
Oh, yeah, because...
I've had enough windows as well.
It's like this guy is achieving one thing, if nothing else. He is making people paranoid. Alrighty. You're welcome to stay if you want. And he continues
I'm gonna just like hunker down here and watch him.
Stirring it around and starts putting it into little, he puts it in one of his little vials and turns the little knob and hooks it up underneath this thing and sets his little still going and starts to distill the water out of it. Are you three going to do anything other than watch him, or?
I'm going to sit down and then I'm going to watch him.
Okay, right, Kia. So they're going to be about an hour.
All right.
So let's go to your tavern and see what else is going to transpire. All right, so you're sitting there as everyone's just having a mellow evening, chilling out.
Okay, I'm gonna connect with Cal and see what he's doing, if he's seen him.
Cal has been looking over all over the place. Basically, he hasn't seen... He's seen people walking around, but of course, he doesn't know who he's looking for or what he's looking for. So he's seen guards, he's seen a few people wandering, but...
So then I'll ask him if he knows where my friends went.
He says that he thinks... Let's have a look for Cal. Oh, no, he knows they went to the apothecaries.
Alright, then, if Cullum and that guy are just talking,
Yep.
I'm going to stand up and leave and go to the apothecary.
Alright, okay. Well, in that case, then, after you've been in the apothecary about 10 minutes... right, when you get there, Kia, the door is locked.
No, when we say apothecary, we're just gonna be like, oh, here.
Okay, so yeah, you hear a knock on the door, and he's like,
apothecary, yeah.
Who is that?
Hello? Radovan, Raisa, Marlo.
Sounds like Kia.
Excited man.
I'm sitting down. You,
Let me in.
Marlo, let her in.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm watching, so
The
I'm not
apothecary's busy doing his stuff, and Racer is like,
I'll get it.
I'll get it, shall I? Okay, so you're opening the door and letting Kia in. Okay, there she goes. Alright, well, when you walk in, basically Radovan is sitting behind the counter. Racer is studying every move that he makes, and he's basically messing with his liquid and chemicals.
Take a look
Marlo
around.
apparently looks like she just punched you in the back of the head.
What's going on in here?
I think I'm just gonna kneel down beside the
Y'all need
door.
to find something for her to punch soon, or she's gonna just unload on something.
I'm gonna turn to Kia and say, like, residue on the arrow that hit Kia, that hit Marlo. Dude
How
over
did we
there
not
is...
get this guy? How did we lose him so quickly?
Well, you guys can
Are
turn
we
invisible,
idiots?
maybe he can too.
I detected magic in as many places as I could. Nothing. Are you sure it's magic? It has to be, right?
I think so. Where'd you go?
Went to the stables and then I went to the tavern.
Oh, how was that old place doing? Ye old tavern.
The only two people that walked in before I was there was this guy named Cullum and his friend.
Oh, yeah. Farmhands. They're
You know them?
simpletons.
He owns 2 pigs.
Simpletons.
Yeah, he's saving up for another pig, apparently. Yeah, they work the farm. We talked to them while you were almost dying, basically. They seem to be simple enough folk.
Clutch Killer, thank you for the follow.
Well, I don't know if this guy could turn invisible, but he's fast and he knows the outlay of the town well.
Well, he did seem to know precisely where we'd be having our little meeting. That was a little odd.
He had to be watching us because that was we kind of decided on the spur of the moment to stay there.
Exactly.
Not only that, but he knew what room we were in together. I mean, we didn't have a candle lit in that room, did we?
Yes, there was one.
So you're saying it's either someone in that house or someone who can see through the windows of the house.
Well, you were on the second story.
Yeah.
The shot was made from the roof of the stable. So, I mean, he may have, he might have seen you, may have watched you, and then positioned himself for a shot. Maybe he thought he was going to shoot one of you when you left. Just you happened to be... Marlo was the one that was visible because she was sitting directly in front of the window, so he was the one she shot. But
Radovan, did you check to see that everyone was home in Lord Harrington's house?
Honestly, no. The helper was there. I didn't talk to the Lord Harrington or his wife because we were in it for the arrow. Because see if there's something on it that I could. Well, I didn't think of it. And why would they?
I don't know.
We were making a lot of noise, but they.
You'd think they'd run up if they heard a window.
It's a very big house.
Okay.
I'll also think about it. If it is one of them in that house, why would... I mean, they'd have to run out to the stables to make the shots and then somehow evade us and return to the house? And that seems a little far-fetched, don't you think?
Well, they may not have been...
That's what I'm saying. If they're not there, then they're...
They weren't there to begin with. Well, I know for a fact that Lord Harrington is not an evil SOB. He's not necessarily... He's not evil. I didn't get to check anyone else, but he was one of the people I detected evil on.
Now, I'll also just point out, when you and Marlo went upstairs and went into Kia's room, you were only in there maybe a minute before the
shot happened.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Even Marlo couldn't have gotten across there, climbed up, got on top of the stable, and situated in 60 seconds.
So you're sure it's nobody in the house? Then.
So, well, no,
I am pretty sure.
He's pretty sure it wasn't Harrington, if that is who that was.
And we can rule out the dwarf, because I like the dwarf, and the figure was atop of the stable, and, dwarves have short little legs, they can't exactly climb very efficiently, right?
So, well, then, perhaps we shouldn't underestimate these simpletons. Perhaps they're overacting their simpletonness.
That could very well be true.
But they didn't seem magical when I casted Detect Magic.
You detected magic on Colum and Richard?
Yes. Didn't see any crossbows or bows.
Oh, what if that's their original look,
Right.
And they didn't have it employed at the time.
Could be.
Well,
yes.
I had it in my mind to investigate the farm before you got acid burned. Just because,
a simpler time.
When all you had to worry about is water and soap.
Well, first off, I want to...
falling off.
Hopefully this apothecary can tell us what this poison or thing is. I'm kind of hoping that the guy didn't coat just one arrow with it, so if we could do a locate objects... we destroyed that, but I locate object it and try to find it somewhere else in this town. Because obviously if I do a locate object and it's here, well, it'll find this, and it'll just be wasted. But yeah.
Alright.
Well, he's still working away diligently.
I'm just going to let time pass.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
right.
Me too.
So after another 30-ish minutes... He's distilled it down into more of a physical... It's no longer a liquid. He's now got it down into a dry form and starts to look at it, starts smelling it, and tasting it, and putting taking little droplets of chemicals and dripping it on it to see... I mean, it's like really over-the-top sort of work that this guy's doing. Okay, finally, he says, well, I can't quite divine all of the ingredients, but I definitely know the main ones. He said, how do you feel, Marlo?
I'm a little woozy, but...
QMCU1XU, thank you for the follow.
The DM hasn't told me.
No, that's about it. I mean, that's how you felt slightly dizzy earlier. That's the extent of it. Nothing else has happened. All right. He says, well, quite a rare ingredient was used in this. He said, but unfortunately, it's a very slow acting sort of thing. He said, generally speaking, I mean, most people will end up within 2 to 3 days becoming extremely ill, and would remain so for a couple of weeks. It's not fatal, typically, unless you're particularly allergic to it, but it will definitely make you feel extremely weak, and in most cases, bedridden. So I would guess this person wasn't trying to kill you, but immobilize you for a long period of time. At least for 3 full days, anyway.
That's about as long as it would take for that shipment to go.
Well, I say that, no, I'm mistaken. The onset would be between 2 to 3 days, and then you would be sick for anywhere from 2 or 3 days up to maybe a couple of weeks. Depends on your constitution.
While the shipment is going, you would not be able to be useful. What is the ingredient?
Oh, I see. Well, we call it yarrow root. It's very rare.
So, do you have any of this in town?
I don't, I'm afraid.
Do you know
I don't
anyone who
carry the
does?
stuff. There's no good use for it other than generally, dubious things. So I don't tend to sell it, I'm afraid.
Where do you get it from, typically?
Well, yarrow root's usually only found in desert climates and stuff like that. It's a cactus, basically. It's kind of like well, it's a plant-eating cactus. It's kind of like are you familiar with flycatchers, Venus flytraps and stuff like that? It's a cactus version of those, but the venom itself is very potent to, would immobilize small insects, animals, lizards. To a person, it acts a little differently.
Do you have an antidote?
No.
Don't think there is one, I'm afraid. But I can say that if you're not... how long ago did this happen?
A few hours ago.
Okay,
minimum.
well, by
Was it a few
tomorrow
hours?
morning, you're going
An
to
hour?
know if this has affected you in any way, because you'll probably start to feel extremely hot. You'll start to sweat profusely. You'll get a hell of a temperature, probably upwards of 100 or so, and within the next day or so, you'll be so sick you won't be able to move.
So, would a knowledge nature check work here? Because he did tell me what it is, but I want to be able to visualize it if I've seen it in nature before, having grown up in Deverdeck,
Yeah,
been in a
it is
desert.
a plant, so knowledge nature would definitely apply if you want to make a knowledge nature check.
Because... Alright, so 11.
11.
Marla's
Okay.
gonna get the flu before she can punch stuff.
The flu. You're gonna get the lurgy. Right. No. It's not some. You have heard the name, but you've never encountered it.
Okay.
So you know it's a thing, but it's not anything you know much about.
And he's basically dismantled that poison.
It isn't what it was before. Yeah.
But I did get a sense of I'm thinking about locate objects, and I know that might be a little iffy because I have seen that residue. Could I visualize the residue if I try a locate object check? I mean, would that apply or kind of be a little? Because locate object has been, you sense the direction of a well-known or clearly visualized object.
Yeah.
And I know I don't want to metagame. But
I'm gonna say no. Because I mean it's.
specific or accurate mental image.
You can visualize. I mean, I would say this: you could cast it, and you would visualize a yellowish liquid. Now, it could take you to any yellowish liquid.
Right, like beer.
Pee.
Urine.
Pee. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
So,
okay. That makes sense.
and it's not. It's definitely not well known to you to where you could visualize it well enough to just.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. And the arrow that was fired was a standard heavy bolt arrow, so the
Yes.
guards could have those and bullshit.
Anybody could have had it. Yeah. It didn't have any
Okay.
fancy flights or,
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Well, Marlo, worst case, you get afflicted by this. I can prepare something tomorrow morning if we get some sleep. That'll, neutralize it, remove it from your body. Maybe you luckily didn't get affected by it though. So.
I don't like being sick.
Well, there are ways I can stop you from being sick, so that's okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Is there anything else I can do? Anything else you need me to investigate? Check?
Do you think you could help me make a couple of maybe like poison antidotes just to keep on hand in case we need them? This person really wants to kill us.
If you know what kind of poisons I can be preparing an antidote for. Antidotes are fairly specific. I'd have to know exactly what I'm preparing an antidote for. There are a few generic antidotes that I can use that would lessen certain types of effects I could do.
Let's do that, and at least it would give us time to get to you.
Okay, what are we talking about? Let's think. What do I have the ingredients for? Well, there are some... Can't do anything for the type of poison that would have just affected your friend. Don't really know, to be honest.
Looks.
What, Radovan?
Don't worry about the poison affecting Marlo. I will be able to deal with it tomorrow if she's in fact afflicted by it.
I don't have anything to... Well, actually, I do. So, I do have something that we could prepare. It'll take several hours, but there is something we could prepare that, should you find yourself in an acid bath anytime soon, dumping a vial of it into the acid would make a very, very quick neutralizing effect on the acid. We can do that. If you
I'm just going to kind of look to everybody
use.
and see if they think it's a good idea. Do you think he'd try the same thing twice?
I don't.
Well, he bought a bunch of the stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, and he used it. Was the implication. That was the implication, that he used it. I mean, it was a full bathtub of that shit. So
I don't think it would be effective. We would already be on the lookout for something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly, I think he's going to try many different ways of getting us out of commission, weakening us. So,
well, if there's anything, if anything comes to mind, just let me know. I'm more than happy to help, as you know.
The only thing I would say is maybe like, what about like something against sleeping?
Oh, we can do that.
Let's do that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Right, let's
a
just
good
grab
idea.
a few ingredients. Yeah, I can whip that up in about 2 hours. You're welcome to stay and help if you like.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to go about working up a couple of vials of antidote for various different sleep potions or venoms or phylacteries, whatever you want to call them. What do you
I'm
guys
gonna
want to do?
follow him across, duck as I walk past the window. Come over here.
Whoop,
Nice.
yeah. You don't want to get shot. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you three? Marlo, Kia, and Radovan.
I'm gonna ask for. I asked the apothecary where he keeps a basin so that I can wash my face.
Oh, he reaches out underneath the counter and pulls one up and looks at it. Oh, this one's clean, and hands it to you, like a little wooden bowl about yay big.
All right. I'm gonna take that.
Do you want some? Do you need water? And he grabs a big flask, takes a stopper out. Always pays to be careful and double check. And then
I was gonna ask.
pours it
when's the
into your
last
bowl
time
for you.
Saw your flask.
Yep. Wouldn't want to mistake it for hydrochloric acid or anything like that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to kind of wash your face and stuff like that. I mean, Radovan's blessing of St. Cuthbert healed. I mean, did a pretty good job. Of course, you yourself had the ability to push out a certain amount of damage per day. So, and you can break it down as well, don't forget. You don't have to use it all at once. You can assign as many hit points to an individual use as you see fit. I think
I'm good for
it's... I think 18 hit points a day you can heal yourself. I think.
I'm good for now.
By going...
Yeah, I'm not down too much, so...
Yeah, tis but a scratch.
Kia, do you mind coming with me outside?
Sure. Hey, what's outside?
Well, the world.
I don't
Mr.
like that.
Sarcastic Cleric, listen to him.
What kind of question? What's outside? Alright, yeah, so I'm gonna go outside with Kia.
Okay.
Peek out the door first before we step out. See if
I'm
there's
just
any,
saying,
Careful
humanoids.
outside, but being inside is just as dangerous, so...
Apparently so. You've already been shot through a closed window. All right. So you step outside into the streets of Arundel. I'll take Racer off of here temporarily because she is inside the tavern, inside the apothecaries. Okay.
How much people are still out and about? Like,
now looking up and down the street, other than 2 or 3, like night watchmen guards, like just wandering the streets, nobody. I mean, it's like 10:30, almost 11 o'clock. It's pretty late now.
Okay.
Did you go outside with them, Marlo?
No.
Okay, you're still inside. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna put my hand on Kia's shoulder, and I'm imbuing her with true sight, or true seeing, again. Knowing that she has night vision, or, because she's an elf.
Okay.
Okay.
Racer, do you have any spells left in memory from Radovan?
I do not.
Okay. So.
No, I disimbued those.
Okay, that's what I'm just double checking. All right. So
He got mad at me and took them away.
You can't have my spells anymore.
Kia, just look around if you notice anything. We're gonna walk around the apothecary's place. So the idea being we cover all areas.
Right.
And I'm just say to Kia, just keep your eyes open if you see anything out of the ordinary, or not real.
Right. Yeah. So basically, what that does, Kia, it lets you see. You can see through normal and magical darkness. If there's a secret door, a hidden magical item, something obscured or hidden by magic, an illusion, something like that, you can pretty much see through it. You can also see invisible creatures or objects normally. So you can
For how
see.
long?
9 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
9 minutes, and you can basically
I'm
see.
gonna cover a lot of ground then.
Well, you can see 120 feet with true seeing, so you can see a good distance. It's kind of weird. It's like suddenly your eyes like go, and now you've got like cat-like vision.
Ooh, okay. I would probably walk into the tavern again first.
Quickly. We don't have a lot of time, but I'll be
I am
following.
hurrying, yes, very
I will-
quickly doing all these things.
I will follow.
Alrighty. Right, so you two are going to head back into the tavern. Let's move you over here just to put you where you want to be, or closer to it. Alright. So, there's Kia, and here is Radovan. Okay, do this. Put you here. So I'm just going to move a few people around a little bit. Just because people are not always sitting in the exact same place as they always are. Okay. Okie dokie. Yep, there you go.
Okay. I'll take a look around. I remember what everyone looked like, I'm guessing, from when I was there, like, recently.
Yeah, I mean, pretty
So-
much.
Seeing if anything's different, or feels weird, looks weird.
Let's see, how far is 120 feet? Okay. Everything looks absolutely fine.
Okay, so I would probably wander up here.
Alright. And
Yeah,
Radovan's, Radovan's gone behind the bar.
I'm gonna say, Kia, go over the table. Let's go. I mean, I'm carte blanching it.
Okay.
What happened? Go into the
I am-
kitchen too. Yep.
jumping up then and just going with Radavan.
All right, so
Excuse
you
me?
kind of barge your way over the bar and into the... He's like, what the bloody hell's going on?
Just indulge us. We're making sure there's nothing else that'll kill you. Or your
It's all
family.
right, everybody. Nothing to see here. Don't worry. They're just checking for
We're health inspectors.
For
vermin.
rats. For rats.
Rats.
For
There
rats.
you go.
Not that we have any rats. There are no
I
rats
can-
in my kitchen. They won't find any. But
Well, I can make a rat appear if you want to sell the story. But,
I don't want any rats in my kitchen. Don't you dare.
okay. So, do you think just search?
Doing it.
Alrighty, you do
I
a...
do a scan.
Nothing. All seems to be legit.
Should we waste time going up to the rooms, Radavan, or move on?
That's how much time passed? Like a minute or two. So,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Let's go around and just walk around the streets to see if we anything.
Okay. I say
Oh,
we
you-
go to the stables and to Lord Harrington's.
Alright.
If you want to, lead the way.
Okay.
Let's put you back outside on the streets. Right, so
Also, I'd probably want to look in the alchemist's house too, real quick, just
Wow.
where everybody is, if we have time.
you... Yeah, okay. Well, so you walk down to the stable,
Yes.
glance inside the stable. Okay, look around. Everything seems normal in there. Radavan and you check the apothecaries again.
I'm gonna stay outside while she does that. Just
Okay.
look around.
Other than Raisa and Marlowe being in there. Nope. Of course, Marlowe, you see Kia come wandering in and start like looking all bleary-eyed and wide-eyed and...
Psst, that's the other guy's house, Kia.
I say I probably don't even notice when Kia comes in. I'm too busy.
when
Yeah,
when
and
they
then I
do
go
that,
to-
Marlowe, do you want to do anything or
Oops.
No, I'm
No.
just gonna.
you're just
Stay
staying?
kneeling.
You're just staying put inside the apothecary? Okay. Right.
It's Lord Harrington's.
Kia, make a spot check for me, please.
Sure. Spot
Excited.
check.
Oh, please spot something for Rock's sake.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Wah, wah.
If it is a 1, I'm gonna cry.
It's not a 1. It's a 16.
All right. Okay. So, as you are approaching the apothecary, I'm sorry, as you're approaching the back of this building, you notice, like over in the street right here, there's two town guards that are just sitting there chatting, and about 20 feet from one of them is a third town, or from the two of them is a third town guard. However,
Oh no.
like as you're looking at him, like at first glance, he's a town guard.
Oh,
Radavan
no.
sees a town guard. However,
Oh my gosh.
with your true vision, you kind of see what appears to be a fairly kind of like average built. He's about 5'10", probably about 200 pounds, man, light brown hair, lightish skin. But what strikes you is the armor isn't there. There is no armor. So this is clearly some form of magical disguise going on for sure. And we are going to stop it right there and take our second break.